Hello everyone, it is Beach and Bentley here, and welcome to some Five Nights with Matt tonight too. And guess what? I'm actually not playing. As a matter of fact, I recorded this without using my face cam or my built-in microphone because I was downstairs eating a snack, and it would have been really awkward if I were to do that just randomly. And plus, because my little brother Jane was right next to me watching a movie, that would have sounded even more weirder, therefore ruining the game. So, before I get started on what I was doing right here, let me tell you something. This night is pretty crazy, actually. Even though it only took me like 2 attempts, literally 2 attempts. I have no idea how it took me 2 attempts. It was still very difficult though, because of how rapid Back Tonight is, how rapid everyone is. It's crazy. And also, let me tell you another thing too. Did you know that behind me is my bedroom? You see what's behind me? Do you guys see how there's nothing behind me? My bed was there. Now it's not. We're actually moving in about like 40 days, I believe. So I'll give you like a little tutorial in our, a little tour in our new house once, you know, we get the new house and all that stuff. So, and also, another thing is, I'll explain that later, but, yeah. So, this night is pretty rapid. You gotta be pretty quick about it, especially with Birdie just showing up out of nowhere, because Birdie is pretty dang rapid. I mean, just very rapid. And I'm gonna get a little more comfortable position here. I mean, she is so rapid. It is crazy. And yeah, I did get jump scared, as a matter of fact. Now, like I said, this did take me 2 attempts, and this is like the actual attempts here. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this title screen to roll by. Okay, we're back to the game. So, sorry I'm not gonna be funny today. I don't know what I can do to make it funny over a gameplay that I already did, and I didn't use actual FaceTime, not actual recording for, so sorry about that. Alright, so what is going on here is that, this is how it works. Back Tonight usually shows up in the office, but just because he's on level 20, his move timer is about like 1 to 4 seconds. Because when you hear him speak, he kind of just speaks again. Because it's showing like how rapid he is. Because every time he speaks, that's him moving. And every time you may not hear, that's possibly like him trying to arrive to the office. Or that's him having a weird chance of moving silently. Which I think he can do. But I never really seen Back Tonight actually move silently. And yeah. So every time, so here's another thing too. My game for some reason just happens to be running fast, and I have something to say, I think, that I might actually have to do. Just because this game for some reason just happens to be running fast, I might legitimately have to make it where every time I record a gameplay, I have to use my iPhone as a microphone and my iPhone as a FaceTime at the same time. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry about if you're one of those people that like it where it's my iPhone that's just the FaceTime and I use my computer as the audio. But just because my game for some reason was running faster, I turned off my built-in microphone and my face cam, it seems like the game wanted to run a lot faster. So because it was running a lot more faster, it gave me like an easier chances of, you know, getting the alarm and charging the generator and dealing with them at the same time. Because, yeah, whatever. So, no, I'll get into him later. Birdie and the Miami Cheese are like the same thing as, Mac Tonight. And what you could do is to easily tell that Birdie is on in your office. If you're charging the generator, you just see your generator just like barely moving up, or is it not moving up at all, it just clearly means that Birdie is in the office. So it's just in the office and you already know she's in it. Just hit the alarm. Just do it. And just because the alarm for some reason likes to show up like 2 to 5 seconds, I think, it was a little easier because usually for my lag, it would show up in like 15 seconds or so. So it gave me easier chances, I guess. I never really counted how long these nights are, but I'm making an assumption that every hour is about like 85 seconds, I believe, because the next Genesis was playing this and he counted the hours, and I believe every hour is 85 seconds or 90 seconds. Because I do know these nights are pretty long. It's just I never knew how long they were. Yeah. So, Grimace, what he does, he kind of just shows up in the camera, and that's literally just about it. Just because he's on level 20, he has a much higher chance of just showing up on the camera right away. So if you see him in the camera, just flip down, flip back up, just to get rid of him. If he doesn't go away right away, just keep doing it until he goes away. The hardest part was the fact that I had to mainly keep, myself on the cameras, because if I don't, the Grimace would most likely show up. And most of the times when I had to, you know, keep myself on the cameras, means I had to risk the chances of clicking the alarm and maybe having a possibility of Mac tonight just walking into the office and just kill me because I turned on the alarm too early. Now the Hamburglar. The Hamburglar was to me the trickiest one, of course, because he's the only one with the special mechanic. And what he does is, of course, he just shows up in the vent. My problem was, since because Jaden was right next to me, and he was watching a movie that was so audible that I kind of heard it over my game, the vent sounds were kind of quiet, that it was pretty hard to hear. And that one that you saw was, I don't know, was the Hamburglar actually cheating, or if I just didn't know that he walked into the vent. Which is why sometimes you might see on some occasions, check the cameras, check the vents, because I didn't know whether he showed up in there or not, because I heard Jaden's movie over my game. And that's literally just about it. This is pretty difficult. But it is beatable. It is beatable in a way where you could just get it down and you can beat it. But you need to be quick and you need to be calm, because if you're not quick and calm, you just might as well die. Because Mac tonight, Birdie, Hamburger Cheese moving really quickly. You need to listen as well, because the Hamburger again shows up in the vent when he shows up in the vent whenever you are least suspecting it. I also discovered what the heating vent does, or not the heating vent, what the seal the vent buttons, and they overheat. And that's what that weird sound I thought was a motorcycle. That was actually the vent overheating. And I was just like, what's the problem with vents overheating? What would it do to me? And I discovered what it does. It leaves the vent open, but you can't use it for 20 seconds, I believe. But and I try to make that sound like a big deal, but Hamburglar actually mainly shows up in like, if you have one vent that's overheated, he literally has like a 1 in 4 chance of showing up in that vent, which to me is pretty low. It's like 25% chance of showing up in an event that you can't, you know, control. And yeah. So, anyway, just try anyway to make sure that the vents don't overheat. And I think when you close the door in the vent from the Hamburglar, I think the Hamburglar's counter timer is about like 10 seconds, I believe. Because it kind of seemed like that. And I think maybe the timer increases if you close the vent, I think. It could be a possibility, who knows. So, yeah. So, I guess that's just all I have to say. I also didn't really talk at all, so if I were to even put the built-in microphone on, you wouldn't really hear anything out of me. At all. So, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this little, like, talk through and a little bit of a walkthrough on how to beat the Five Nights with Mac tonight to 520 mode, you're welcome. And I don't know if I would call myself a professional at this, because I feel like I could be, because I know a lot of people who, the game Sam was the first one to beat this, but on his 3rd try. I don't know about Monster Funtime Freddy. I don't know how many times it took him to beat it. And those are and next Genesis he beat it, but I don't remember how many times it took him to beat it. I don't know. Am I a professional? Because the fact I beat it on my second try, just going in it, I didn't even practice at all, as a matter of fact. I just went in it just like, I'm just going to expect this to be rapid and hard. And it was, but I didn't think I was ready for it, too. So, yeah, whatever. You guys decide. Well, there's nothing else I could possibly think of. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, give it a like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, if you want, maybe, for some reason, want more of this, even though it wasn't funny at all. But, yeah, I'm sorry for the no face cam, sorry, because, like I said, I did this at the most random timing ever, because I did this with eating something with Jaden, so yeah, hope you enjoyed watching this video, enjoy.